Why do some 95-year-olds wake up with more energy and mental clarity than people half their age? You're about to discover the exact morning protocol that centenarians follow to maintain their strength, sharpness, and vitality. And every single habit is something you can start tomorrow morning. There's one surprising morning habit that 90% of energetic centenarians do within their first 10 minutes of waking up, and it has nothing to do with exercise or supplements. Meet Vernon from Charleston, South Carolina. At 96, he still tends his garden, reads without glasses, and never takes afternoon naps. His secret? A specific morning routine he's followed for 40 years. His daughter, who's 68, constantly asks him the same question. "Dad, how do you have more energy than me?" Morning habit 1, the 16-ounce water rule. The first thing centenarians do before coffee, before breakfast, before anything else, they drink water. This isn't a casual suggestion or something they do when they remember. It's a non-negotiable ritual that happens the moment their eyes open. Your body has been without any fluids for 7 to 8 hours while you slept. And during that time, your cells have been working hard to repair and restore themselves. Without immediate rehydration, every system in your body starts the day at a disadvantage. Research from Johns Hopkins Medicine confirms that overnight dehydration reduces cognitive function by up to 14% and significantly slows cellular energy production throughout your entire body. Your brain is 75% water, and even mild dehydration impairs your ability to think clearly, remember information, and maintain focus. When you wake up dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker, making your heart work harder to pump it through your system. Your joints lack the lubrication they need to move smoothly. Your digestive system struggles to function properly. Every organ and tissue is crying out for water, but most people reach for coffee instead, which actually dehydrates you further. Floyd, a 94-year-old from Phoenix, used to wake up with what he called morning brain fog that lasted until noon. His doctor suggested he drink 16 ounces of water immediately upon waking, before anything else. Within 3 days, the fog lifted completely, and he noticed his energy levels stayed consistent throughout the entire morning. Place a full glass of water on your nightstand tonight. Make it 16 ounces. Room temperature works best because cold water can shock your system. Tomorrow morning, before your feet touch the floor, before you check the time, before you do anything else, drink that entire glass. Your body has been waiting 8 hours for this moment. Give it what it desperately needs. Don't wait another day to start this habit. Morning habit 2, the sunlight exposure protocol. Within 30 minutes of waking, centenarians expose themselves to natural outdoor light for at least 10 minutes. This isn't about getting a tan or soaking up vitamin D, although those are beneficial side effects. This is about setting your internal biological clock, the master controller of your energy, mood, and sleep quality. Your body operates on a 24-hour cycle called your circadian rhythm, and it's controlled by light exposure, particularly the specific wavelengths present in morning sunlight. Harvard Medical School research demonstrates that morning sunlight exposure regulates your circadian rhythm, increases serotonin production by 40%, and boosts afternoon energy levels significantly. When sunlight hits your eyes in the morning, it sends a direct signal to your brain's suprachiasmatic nucleus, the tiny region that controls your internal clock. This signal stops melatonin production, telling your body it's time to be awake and alert. It also triggers a cascade of hormones and neurotransmitters that elevate your mood, sharpen your focus, and prepare your body for the day ahead. Without this light signal, your brain remains confused about whether it's time to be awake or asleep, leaving you in a perpetual state of grogginess. Lucille, a 93-year-old from Seattle, sits on her porch for 15 minutes each morning with her coffee, even on cloudy days. She started this habit after reading about circadian rhythms, and within 2 weeks, her sleep improved dramatically, and her afternoon fatigue completely vanished. Step outside tomorrow morning, even if it's just onto your porch or balcony before 9 a.m. You don't need direct sunlight, and you actually shouldn't stare at the sun. Just being outdoors where natural light can reach your eyes is enough. If possible, don't wear sunglasses during these 10 minutes. Your eyes need to register the light. If you absolutely cannot go outside due to mobility issues, sit near a window with the curtains open. Your body clock is waiting for this signal. Give it what it needs starting tomorrow. Morning habit 3. The gentle movement. Awakening. What if the secret to all-day energy isn't intense exercise, but gentle movement done at the right time? Centenarians don't jump out of bed and start doing jumping jacks or running laps. Instead, they move their bodies gently and deliberately within the first 30 minutes of waking. This isn't about burning calories or building muscle, although those benefits do occur over time. This is about waking up your entire system, increasing blood flow, and activating the energy-producing mechanisms inside every cell. The Mayo Clinic reports that 10 to 15 minutes of gentle stretching or walking immediately after waking increases blood flow to the brain by 30% and activates mitochondria, the tiny powerhouses inside your cells that produce energy. When you've been lying still for 8 hours, your blood pools in certain areas, your muscles tighten, and your circulation slows to a resting state. Moving your body signals every system to shift into active mode. Your heart rate increases slightly, pumping more oxygen-rich blood to your organs. Your lymphatic system, which doesn't have a pump like your heart, relies entirely on movement to circulate and remove waste products from your body. Bernard, a 97-year-old from Austin, does simple arm circles, gentle leg swings, and walks around his backyard for 12 minutes every morning. He doesn't push himself or try to break a sweat. His doctor recently told him his mobility and balance are better than most 70-year-olds he examines. Tomorrow morning, after you drink your water, do 5 simple stretches right there in your bedroom. Reach your arms overhead, roll your shoulders backward and forward, gently twist your torso from side to side, do some slow knee lifts, and circle your ankles. Then walk around your home or yard for 10 minutes at a comfortable pace. Nothing strenuous, nothing complicated, just movement. Your body needs this to wake up fully. Start this simple habit immediately. Morning habit 4. The protein-first breakfast. Centenarians eat protein within their first hour of waking, and it's completely non-negotiable for them. They don't skip breakfast, they don't start with pastries or cereal, and they certainly don't just have coffee and call it a meal. They understand something crucial that most people miss. What you eat first determines your energy levels, mental clarity, and blood sugar stability for the entire day. Protein is the foundation of this stability. According to research from the Cleveland Clinic, consuming 20 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast stabilizes blood sugar levels, prevents mid-morning energy crashes, and maintains the muscle mass that's critical for longevity and independence as you age. When you eat carbohydrates or sugars first thing in the morning, your blood sugar spikes rapidly, triggering a large insulin release. What goes up must come down, and within 2 hours, you experience a crash that leaves you exhausted, irritable, and craving more sugar. This cycle repeats throughout the day, destroying your energy and damaging your metabolism. Protein, on the other hand, provides steady, sustained energy without the roller coaster. Vivian, a 95-year-old from Boston, always eats 2 eggs or a bowl of Greek yogurt with nuts before she touches anything else. She told her grandson that she hasn't felt that 10 a.m. exhaustion that used to plague her in years, not since she started prioritizing protein at breakfast. Tomorrow morning, within your first hour awake, eat eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese or lean meat before any toast, cereal or fruit. Aim for at least 20 grams of protein. 2 eggs give you about 12 grams, so add some cheese or Greek yogurt to reach your target. If you're not used to eating breakfast, start with something small, but make sure it's protein-based. What you eat first sets your energy tone for the entire day. Choose protein starting now. Morning habit 5. The no screen sacred hour. Could your phone be stealing the energy you need for the rest of your day? Most people reach for their phone within minutes of waking up, checking emails, reading news headlines, scrolling through social media, or watching videos. It feels harmless, maybe even productive, but this single habit is sabotaging your energy, focus, and mental clarity before your day even begins. Your brain isn't fully awake yet. It's still transitioning from sleep mode to active mode, and flooding it with information, notifications, and potential stresses interrupts this delicate process. Stanford University research shows that immediate screen exposure after waking increases cortisol, your primary stress hormone, by 23% and reduces mental clarity throughout the morning hours. When you check your phone first thing, your brain immediately shifts into reactive mode instead of intentional mode. You're responding to other people's priorities, problems, and demands before you've even identified your own goals for the day. The blue light from screens also suppresses any remaining melatonin production too abruptly, which can leave you feeling wired but tired simultaneously. Your nervous system becomes activated in an unhealthy way, setting a stressed, scattered tone for everything that follows. Gerald, a 92-year-old from Portland, keeps his phone in another room until after he's completed his entire morning routine, which takes about an hour. His children were skeptical at first, worried he might miss an emergency call, but his mental sharpness and calm demeanor have impressed every doctor he's visited. Tomorrow morning, commit to delaying your phone check for at least 1 hour after waking. Put your phone in another room tonight, or at least turn it face down and place it somewhere you can't easily reach from bed. Use an old-fashioned alarm clock if you need one. Focus on your body first. Hydration, movement, sunlight, breakfast, and save technology for second. Your mind deserves a peaceful, intentional start. Protect it beginning tomorrow morning. Morning habit 6. The deep breathing reset. 5 minutes of intentional breathing, that's the centenarian secret most people completely overlook. It seems too simple to matter, too easy to be effective, but this single practice has profound effects on your cardiovascular system, nervous system, and cellular energy production. Most people breathe shallowly throughout the day, using only the top third of their lungs, especially when they're stressed, focused, or sitting still. This shallow breathing keeps your body in a low-grade state of stress and limits the oxygen available to your brain and organs. Research from the American Heart Association confirms that deep, diaphragmatic breathing for just 5 minutes lowers blood pressure, increases oxygen delivery to cells by 30%, and activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest, recovery, and sustained energy. When you breathe deeply using your entire lung capacity, you're not just bringing in more oxygen. You're also stimulating the vagus nerve, the longest nerve in your body, which controls your heart rate, digestion, and inflammation levels. Deep breathing signals your body that you're safe, that there's no emergency, and that it can shift from survival mode to thriving mode. Constance, a 94-year-old from Miami, practices 5 minutes of slow, deep breathing on her porch each morning while watching the sunrise. She's been doing this for 15 years, and her cardiologist recently told her that her heart rate variability, a key marker of cardiovascular health, is remarkable for someone her age. Tomorrow morning, find a comfortable place to sit, either in a chair with your feet flat on the floor or outside in your favorite spot. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Breathe deeply, inhaling through your nose for a count of 4. Hold that breath for a count of 4. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this cycle until your timer goes off. Don't rush, don't judge yourself, just breathe. Your cells are oxygen-starved right now. Feed them properly starting tomorrow. Morning. Habit 7. The purpose moment. Before starting their day, centenarians take 2 minutes to identify their purpose for that specific day. This isn't about grand life missions or legacy planning. It's much simpler and more immediate than that. It's about asking yourself one question. What's one meaningful thing I want to accomplish today? This could be as simple as calling a friend you haven't spoken to in weeks, finishing a book chapter, organizing one closet, or helping a neighbor with their groceries. The specific task doesn't matter nearly as much as the act of consciously choosing it. Johns Hopkins researchers found that people with daily purpose live longer, experience significantly less cognitive decline, and maintain 40% higher energy levels throughout their day compared to those without clear daily intentions. When you start your day without purpose, your brain operates in default mode, simply reacting to whatever comes your way. You feel pushed and pulled by circumstances, other people's requests, and random distractions. This creates mental drift, reduces motivation, and makes every task feel more draining than it should. Purpose, even small daily purpose, gives your brain a target, a reason to engage fully, and a source of satisfaction when you complete it. Harriet, a 96-year-old from Nashville, asks herself every morning while drinking her water, "What's one thing I'll accomplish today that matters to me?" Sometimes it's transplanting a flower, sometimes it's baking cookies for her great-grandchildren, sometimes it's sorting through old photographs. The task changes daily, but the question remains constant. Tomorrow morning, before you start anything else, take out a piece of paper or open a notebook. Write down one sentence answering this question. What's one meaningful thing I want to accomplish today? It doesn't need to be big or impressive. It just needs to matter to you personally. Identify it, write it down, and let that purpose guide your energy throughout the day. Every day without purpose is a day of wasted potential. Claim yours starting tomorrow. These 7 morning habits: hydration, sunlight, gentle movement, protein-first breakfast, no screens, deep breathing, and daily purpose are exactly what keeps 95-year-olds energized, while others half their age struggle to get through the day. Every single habit is simple, costs nothing, and can be implemented immediately. You don't need special equipment, expensive supplements, or complicated instructions. You just need to decide that your mornings matter, that your energy matters, and that you're willing to give your body what it's been asking for all along. Start with just 2 of these habits tomorrow morning. Pick the 2 that resonate most with you, then add another one next week. Within 30 days, you'll notice a difference that surprises you. Your energy, clarity, and vitality are waiting. Which of these 7 habits will you start tomorrow morning? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one, and your answer might inspire someone else to take action. If this information can help someone you know regain their energy and vitality, share this video with them right now. Your best mornings are ahead of you. Let's make them happen together.